After over 200 days of waiting for a Nintendo Direct, everyone was expecting a huge Direct jam-packed with content for new Nintendo games. But I think we were all caught a bit off guard to see a Nintendo Direct Mini air yesterday. When January and February went by with no Direct, fans expected that Nintendo was preparing for a massive Direct. But Nintendo surprised us again. Instead of showing us a huge Direct as we all speculated, Nintendo gave us a mini Direct. A mini Direct. Immediately when I saw this, my expectations dropped. But I was still hopeful for at least some new things. Maybe some ports, maybe a Breath of the Wild 2 trailer, something. But after watching the mini Direct multiple times, it still feels the same as when we were waiting for a huge Direct, at least in my case. Yes, we got a release date for Xenoblade, yes, we got a Smash reveal, and a Pokemon trailer for Sword and Shield Expansion Pass, but it just felt like there was no real meat to the Direct. I looked back at February's Direct for 2019 to compare with this Direct Mini, and there's a notable difference, a big notable difference. I know it's a mini Direct, but with so many Switch games still shrouded in mystery, and the ever-present need for a Breath of the Wild 2 trailer to follow up the teaser, this could have been the perfect opportunity to really set the stage for holiday 2020. Right now, we really only got stuff up to E3 2020, and I'll be talking about the road to E3 later in this video, so make sure you stick around for that. The mini Direct started with another trailer for Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. I can see that fans of Xenoblade are ecstatic right now. With a complete remake and a new epilogue, no wonder fans are rejoicing. Also, we got a release date not too far away. I believe it's late May. As much as this is great news, I never really got into the Xenoblade series, so this news doesn't affect me as much as it's affecting other fans. Also, we got some of 2K's beloved collections. The BioShock collection, Borderlands collection, and XCOM collections all look and sound like a lot of fun, but just like Xenoblade, I never really got into their series. The trailer itself was really well made, and there's a good chance I'll check the games out, but right now, I really haven't gotten into them basically, and there's still a chance that I'll get into them, but probably not. Another thing shown was the Ultimate Alliance 3 expansion pass. I really didn't think Nintendo would support this game as much as they are now, but wow. I remember seeing it at a lot of recent Directs, and Nintendo was really hyping it up a lot. I didn't see as much hype as launch, but I'm surprised Nintendo is giving it such a presence at every Direct. The Fantastic Four DLC does look fun, but I don't know if I'll get it still. Next in the Direct, we got the first Animal Crossing event for New Horizons. Bunny Day is an event where you find Easter eggs all across your island, and you can craft seasonal furniture with them, and items like clothing and other necessities and other cool things. It's really cool how Nintendo is making an event just a couple days after launch. It really keeps the game fresh and gives it a lot more popularity at launch. Another game shown was the game Good Job. I know it's a smaller title, but it immediately caught my eye. It looks like a ton of fun, and it was actually pretty funny. The premise is simple, but was executed wonderfully in the trailer to make it look like a really promising game, and I really hope to play it soon. I think it launched the day of the Direct. After that, more content on Ring Fit Adventure was shown. Giving this game more content is genius, seeing that it's selling greatly. Ring Fit Adventure really shows how many possibilities the Joy-Con controllers open up for new gameplay. The new music looks cool, and it's a smart move to support Ring Fit Adventure more. Probably the biggest part of the Direct was the Smash reveal. I really didn't think that they would show off the next fighter, but seeing that Nintendo never does what's expected, they did. Bringing an ARMS character to Smash is good and bad. It's good because they are kind of reviving ARMS, because after some time after launch, ARMS wasn't talked about at all basically. Then the bad is that ARMS is a little tad dead in the community, and a lot of new Switch fans won't recognize ARMS. But who cares? A new Smash character is always accepted. You can put Weedle in Smash, and I'll still be happy. One thing that caught my eye was this new Clubhouse Games collection. I thought it was just board games, till they showed bowling, and my mind just exploded. I actually thought it was another Wii Sports coming in the form of a Switch Sports game, but I guess not. 51 games in one game is just crazy, and I feel like this is what the Wii U was trying to go for. To be honest, I feel like this is a game I can just sit down anytime and play for fun without the stress of hearts, lives, storylines, characters. I can just sit down and play. After seeing a direct filled with a lot of third-party material, my heart was ready to explode with a reveal of Pikmin 4, Metroid, Mario, Zelda, or just any type of big first-party game, but my heart sank instead of exploding when the new trailer for the Pokemon Sword and Shield expansion pass dropped. To be honest, the trailer really showed us nothing. We already knew about the whole Kung Fu Ninja theme, we already knew about the Cubfu, the new legendary Pokemon, we already knew about its evolution, we already knew about the release dates, we already knew about the start of Gigantamax forms, and kind of their moves too. Game Freak literally spoiled this entire showcase for the DLC with past videos. The only new stuff we saw were some okay new moves, and what the themes of the two towers would be. Other than that, it just feels disappointing. Buying a $30 game that was a bare bones, rushed mess feels like a money grab. The graphics look the same, and it looks like nothing's changed, even though there's been a lot of fan outrage. Overall, the Direct yesterday felt pretty bare. It felt like that time when you look at the commercial, and it shows this beautiful burger. It's got meats and cheeses and sauces and Xenoblade and Animal Crossing and Smash and Pokemon, but when you actually buy it and open it up, there's like no meat. The sauces and cheeses and lettuce look good, but they need that meat, that big reveal that carries the whole thing along. Felt kind of sad that we waited for so long for almost no news, no new games, and it just felt bare. At least the 2018 Mini Direct had some new stuff. Mario Tennis Aces, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, Dark Souls. I mean, it had meat in it. It just felt like the Direct was filled with stuff that we already know. Now, I do have an idea for what this Direct showed us about E3. Yes, E3 2020 was cancelled, but Nintendo does E3 digitally now, so it's just fine. My theory is that this Direct was just to show us games before E3 to keep fans until the big showcase. Animal Crossing and Xenoblade were shown to keep fans alive enough until E3, where I think that they're going to unveil their plans for the rest of the year. I firmly believe that Breath of the Wild 2 will be shown at E3 2020, and you can quote me on that. Nintendo's been giving us little things to give them enough time to be able to unveil their big plans at E3. Trust me, E3 is going to be huge. Huge. This is kind of mirroring last year. A slow start, taking into account the coronavirus this year, so 2020 has been kind of crazy so far. But then a massive end of the year. In 2019, in a span of a few months, Nintendo released a ton of big titles. It was crazy. I think the Direct yesterday could have been a lot better because we waited so long, but I really have the feeling that Nintendo has a master plan, and this mini Direct is just the start of a huge unveiling of games. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Potato Sensei, out.